suggestions that can work. Beyond that, I would say seriously consider maybe some family counseling. But even there, I'm saying family counseling because it's the dynamic of the family, so the parent needs to be receptive as well. The key is you want the individual to be able to recognize that their own behavior is undermining themselves, is sabotaging themselves in some way. To me, this is the key, maybe the secret, to real behavioral change. There's an old joke, how many shrinks does it take to change a light bulb? And the answer is one, but it has to want to change. In order for it to want to change, or in order for us to want to change, we have to recognize that we're not happy with the way it is. We're not happy with ourselves. That way you're changing for yourself and it becomes a challenge, and the parent can be an ally with the teenager as they attempt to become more in self-control. So there's a couple of responses, Terry, and I hope that there's some benefit. Let us know if you try any of that stuff.
Okay, and thank you. That's helpful information.
Good. Good luck with it.
Good luck. Thank you for calling in to Shrink Different.
Yeah. So, all right. I'm glad Kerry called in. Big challenge to recognize that when we deal with our kids and we attempt to get them onto the right path, what they learn is how we attempt to teach them as well. So if you're punitive and harsh, you're teaching them, among other things, to be punitive and harsh. You're also teaching them to be fearful and to hide from you because they don't feel safe with you. These are challenging things. There is, as I say, there's no instruction manual for how to raise your kids. But I'm giving you an instruction manual for how...
Another caller, Doc.
All right, let's take one more.
You're on Shrink Different with Doc Wolf. Hello?
Hello?
You're on Shrink Different with Doc Wolf.
Oh, okay. Well, this is Carrie. I just wanted to call in and give a suggestion, or just basically give my 2 cents about what Doc is talking about.
Sure, go ahead.
Well, he's talking about kids and their addiction to electronic devices, and from our standpoint, my husband and I are gamers. We like to play the online video games, and unfortunately, the kids have grown up and seen us do this, and now I see them heading toward the same trend. Unfortunately for them, as children, they don't have the same ability to hold back, where my husband and I can say, okay, we have a limit, this is our limit, and we can step back. And the kids have to learn those limits. So my husband and I have had to learn how to demonstrate those limits to our kids and be examples and then educate them on those limits. One of the things, I listened to Terry and the questions that Terry had, and you gave some really excellent answers. One thing I'd like to add to that is what we've done here to help out is, first of all, I've gotten them, my son is involved in sports. My daughter, I've gotten her into doing horse riding and stuff. And I know sometimes that, some people can afford that and maybe not. But one thing that has really been a bonus here in the household is, and it's absolutely free, we have an animal shelter nearby here that we try to go to, maybe once a week or, I have to be honest, I haven't been real great about it, but, we do try to go at least once a week or every other week and go and hang out, pet the animals, and just, and it's an opportunity for the kids to, number one, hang out with critters because they love doing that, but also to get a sense of helping out in society because it is a volunteer thing, and they are actually helping a very generous organization. And so just getting the kids out the door just has been a big help for me in teaching them that there's more to life than the games.
Well, congratulations to you as a parent. And I want to underline one of the things that you said relative to our conversation, because it's really important. You as an adult and your husband are capable of establishing appropriate limits. Kids see adults doing a lot of things. Take smoking marijuana. Kids see adults do a lot of things, or drinking alcohol, but their brain is not ready to take these on. Teenagers are different from adults. Tadpoles are different from frogs. And that is an important communication for any kid or teenager. Teenagers are notorious for thinking that they're adults. That would be a tadpole thinking it was a frog.
Yeah,
and so to be able to communicate that, that's really a good thing. You're on the right path. And I think the idea, I was talking about the soul and connecting to animals and playing with them and hanging out as a family, good for you. Good for you. Thank you for calling in, Carrie.
No, thank you for your time. You have an awesome day.
You too. Keep it up. Sounds great. Okay. Well, I think we've come to the end of our time this week. Hey, if you call in or email us, we're going to send you a free Taming Your Anger EQ book. And you'll see the basic method for taming your anger. Again, if you know of anybody, you yourself or know of somebody that you think would benefit from this really effective program, Taming Your Anger, you get personal coaching. It's online, personal, your own time schedule. It's $395. You can make payments. Give a gift to yourself because you want to raise your kids in a healthy way. Learn how to deal with your anger, and your spouse learn to deal with his anger, and then you can teach your kids how to deal with their anger. And this goes in alignment with the vision statement of the Wolf Training Institute. We are dedicated to reducing violence and increasing emotional intelligence, one person at a time, beginning with ourselves and passing it on. Oh, we have change time.
Yeah,
I forgot. So let's go to change time, which is the way I like to end the show. All right, some of you have been here before. We have a couple of hundred people that seem to be interested in following us. I totally appreciate having you as an audience member. So here's the exercise, simple exercise. I'd love to hear from you if you find it valuable at all. I want you to think about one thing that you would like to change for yourself. Either something you'd like to stop doing or reduce doing, or something you would like to begin to do, something that you haven't done before. Think about it. And if you don't feel weird about speaking out loud, say it out loud. Hear yourself talk. Write it down. Okay. Now, pick one small step that you could take to go in that direction. One small step that you can take to go in that direction. Okay. I'm going to tell you of a conversation I had with a gentleman this week. And I asked him these questions, and he said, okay, I got it. Looked at his belly and said, okay, I'm going to start working out. I'm going to work out 30 minutes. I said, how many days a week? He said 5. I said, okay, you want to work out 30 minutes 5 days a week? He said, yeah. I said, how's this? How about if you worked out for 5 minutes 3 days a week? He laughed and said, oh, man, that's easy. That's ridiculous. I said, good, start, do that. But if you don't do that, then you see, you have to look at what is it in you that stops you from doing something that seems really easy and you really want to do. Why would you not do it for yourself? So the internal aspect from the point of view of Shrink Different is, if you succeed, congratulations, you took a step in the right direction. I have a Chinese fortune cookie on my bookcase. It says, begin, the rest is easy. So you start really, really, really small. Pick something really, really small. So easy that you can't imagine not being able to do it. It could be making a phone call to find out some basic information about doing something. Maybe you want to change jobs. So you want to make a phone call to somebody that you knew in another career. Maybe you want to look at a magazine article somewhere. Really, really small. If it's a workout situation, do something like 5 minutes 3 days a week. If you want to lose weight, give yourself something to do that would require you to not if you don't want to eat sugar, then don't eat sugar between 9 a.m. and 12 o'clock, from 9 for 3 hours on a Tuesday, 1 day a week. Give yourself something that you feel like you can really handle, and then go for it. If you don't do it, then you're facing an internal saboteur, something that is standing in your way from changing your life in a way that reflects how you want to be. That's the change exercise. And let us know. I'd love to hear from you about anything that you learned from doing this or not doing it. And again, you contact us, email, Skype, phone. We're going to send you an EQ version, an electronic version of some of the work that I do. I wish you the best and have a really good week. And I'll see you for Shrink Different next Monday. Take care. Bye-bye.
Exactly. Thank you again, Doc. And we'd like to thank everybody that called in tonight. And please send us your information to tfokradio@gmail.com. And we will get you that free ebook to you. And join us again next week at Monday, 7 Central, 5 p.m. Pacific Time, and 8 p.m. Eastern Time for Shrink Different with Doc Wolf. Have a great week.
You're listening to TFOK Radio. TFOK Radio, the station that rocks the TFOK nation.